And I got an email from a viewer actually before 9 o'clock that talked about how it was just slamming their windows and how they were concerned about having power or not having power. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I am Rachel Tiede. Let's talk about how much snow we got today. Remember 7 a.m. as you're walking out the door or whatever time you like to leave in the morning, we're going to advance. This is what it's going to feel like as you leave your house tomorrow. On the flip side, the GFS, another one that we know and love, gives us a lot more. It has the center of the storm more inland, and so we have that light category, that line, a lot further north from Albany and moderate further south. We're a couple flurries as well, so it's just one of those spots where it depends on your elevation, right? Depends on your location. But for now, for the most part, things are on the drier side. We are in this slight risk once again for tomorrow. This is what we were in today, and at this time yesterday, it said that we were going to be in the marginal risk for Friday. That has since changed, and that is why we have issued a first warning alert day for tomorrow for all of the reasons that are listed here. Rain is going to overtake the snow eventually. Some of the northern counties still seeing that snow stick around, but continuing that first warning alert day into tomorrow morning because of the snow, because of the rain, because of the travel impacts that Craig was talking about. Into the 40s as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with those chances of rain also contributing to those rising river levels. The delivery forecast for tomorrow looks really, really good. I think, yes, some of us are going to have some snowflakes, but you can leave those packages out there. They're not going to be getting wet at all, just the gusty winds to contend with. We've been sitting here. It's become more of a wet, almost drizzle again. So we're going to catch back up to that system here. Again, this is Lebanon Mountain Road, just over the border, and we will continue to keep you updated on these conditions. Right now, the road temp 34 degrees, the air temp 35 degrees, the data from our mobile weather lab. Craig, thanks so much. Yeah, another look at Saratoga Springs because I love this shot here. 32 degrees, CDPHP first warning camera. You can see the snow on the roads here, but no crashes that we've seen so far, which is good news. Take it nice and slow. You have four-wheel drive. You do not have four-wheel stop. So grab the heavy jacket. It's time, first day of winter, and it feels like it. One today, 39 degrees was our high. A normal high for this time of year is 43. 67 is the record. So back in 1934. And if you thought this was cold, more cold air is on the way. Live look outside at Saratoga Springs right now in our CDPHP first warning weather cam. 25 degrees out there. Very light wind. Tim was talking about that in his hit earlier tonight, talking about how we're getting a little bit of a break from that. So the wind chill right at 25 as well. As we head into tomorrow, starting off the day in the mid-20s here, getting right up to freezing. 32 and hovering there with snow on the bottom of our screen throughout the day. Satellite and radar right now showing a little bit of clearing, but those clouds are moving on in here. And as we zoom on out, we have that high pressure, dry and cold tonight. As we zoom out west a little bit more, the initial snow arrives for tomorrow morning's commute. We have two things kind of happening here. You can see the snow more to the north. We have this rain further down to the south, and we have this feed from the Gulf moisture, and that's going to keep the snow going throughout the day tomorrow. So if you have to get your car washed like I do, tomorrow might not be the best day to get that done. So ride out tomorrow. Wednesday and Thursday are looking a lot better. So let's break this down hour by hour. The clouds move in overnight. By 6:15 tomorrow morning, we have the snow starting to move in, and we have these pockets of a darker purple showing that heavier, that steadier snow that we're going to see throughout the afternoon. You can see it here, especially for points south of Cobleskill or thereabouts. Now, as we head throughout the day, the evening commute also seeing some. This is 5 p.m. seeing that snow, but we're starting to see the back edge of it here. Clouds remain, but I also want to point out south. We see the rain and that mixing happening right around Pittsfield as well. Great Barrington, we have that wintry slush color, that pink, which is going to impact the accumulations in those particular areas because you have more of that slush kind of stuff on the ground, right? Heading into Wednesday morning, we get a bit of a break. Partly cloudy skies here that will last throughout the day, but we are dry. The commute Wednesday morning looking much better than the commute on Tuesday. But then as we get into Wednesday night, we start to see a little bit of snow move in once again. So for Tuesday, when it comes to the end of it here, we're starting to see something that looks like this. In the south, those areas that we're seeing more of that slush, that rain, 2 to 4 with that sleet, the Albany area and the surrounding communities in the light blue, 4 to 8 inches, the dark blue, 7 or more. So for tonight, 22 degrees, increasing clouds, the light snow arrives by the morning commute. looking ahead to tomorrow, a first warning alert day, 32 degrees, snow, heavy at times, but ending as we get to the evening commute. So I think some of the evening commute will be in snow, especially if you live east of Albany. I think if you live in the westernmost counties, you might be pretty good. As we take a look at the final forecast here, we're going to move into the next several days, staying in the 30s with another chance of some snow as we get to Thursday, a little bit more on the breezy side. A little bit of a break on Friday, 22. The weekend, right around freezing once again. There's a small chance of snow. We're keeping an eye on that system in particular.
Now, your first warning forecast with meteorologist Rachel Tiede.
Let's take a live look at temperatures across the region right now. 32 at the Albany Pine Bush, 31 in Ballston Lake. We've got 30s across the region, 25 though in Westover, 29 in Bolton Landing, 28 in Scroon Lake, and 36 in Chatham. So our temperatures are right at that freezing mark, which makes it a little bit tricky, and we have so much happening when it comes to precip, kind of a little bit of everything here. We have the first warning weather lab, as you can see on our map, right in what appears to be snow. Not all of this is reaching the ground. I'm taking a look at their live shot right now. If we could pull that up, actually, a view from the first warning weather lab. They are southbound on Route 50 in Ballston Spot, and as you can see, there is a little bit of snow on the ground here. Not seeing a whole bunch of snowflakes in the headlights here, so I think some of this is that wintry mix that we were talking about again. All right, let's go back to the radar here and talk about all the colors here. So we have a little bit of rain showing up. We have this pink, which is that wintry mix that I was talking about again. And as we head throughout the evening period, we're going to continue to see that. CDPHP first warning weather cam right now out of Pittsfield showing 31 degrees here. Those wet roads, not seeing a lot of accumulation on the road, but if you were out and about around 7 o'clock or so, our station in Menands here had a very slick surface in our parking lot on the roads around. So I'm guessing that is also what these roads are experiencing, unless they were treated beforehand, which well may be the case. Feeling like 24 degrees out there with that wind chill. As we head into tomorrow morning, continuing to see that mixed bag of precipitation across the region, with the North Country seeing most of the snow and that wintry mix. Rain for a lot of the more lower lying areas. Rain for the morning commute. This is 6:30 heading into 8 o'clock or so and into noon. Starts to dry out a little bit, starts to clear out, and we see cloudy skies in the wake. Heading into the afternoon, commute looks fine. Even pockets of sun here starting to peek on through, but clouds for a lot of us. But that will continue heading into Wednesday night. So this is the setup, the satellite and radar image here. We've got a couple low centers here. We've got that warm front out to our west. We have that cold front, and we are seeing all that moisture moving on through, which will give us those slippery conditions heading into tomorrow morning. Our first warning alert day continues into tomorrow morning. Our morning team, Alexa, Christina, will decide when to call the end of the alert day during their newscast, depending on how long it takes for this system to get out of here. But as we look ahead into the next several days, that warmer air is on the way, which means we're going to have some melting, which means the river levels could rise a little bit, but we're not concerned about ice jams right now, something we're keeping an eye on. And I saw the track up the river today from the icebreakers that help prevent ice jams, keeping the ice nice and loose. So this is what I talk about when I mean a warm up here. Into the 40s as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with those chances of rain also contributing to those rising river levels. So for tonight, 32 degrees, periods of rain. That wintry mix is north. For tomorrow, 40 degrees, that wintry mix early, but then mostly cloudy skies. The evening commute looks a lot better than the morning commute. 7-day forecast looks like this. Into the 40s for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Another chance for some rain as we head into Friday and Saturday. Sunday, we're back down to the 30s with a chance of some rain and snow. Monday, Tuesday looking much drier, hovering in the mid to upper 30s.